Moving to the next topic, Uranus. Uranus is the seventh planet from the Sun. The name Uranus is a reference to the Greek god of the sky, Uranus. The interior of the Uranus is mainly composed of ice and rocks. Like the other giant planets, Uranus has a ring system, a magnetosphere, and numerous moons. Let's see.
In ancient times, humans studied the night sky and discovered the worlds of Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. But beyond this realm of knowledge, another world shined brightly, just waiting to be discovered. Uranus is the seventh planet from the Sun. From a distance of about 20 astronomical units, or 20 times the distance between Earth and the Sun, Uranus orbits the star once every 84 Earth years, approximately the length of a human's entire life. This orbit causes each season of Uranus to last that much longer. Theoretically, a human living on Uranus would experience the 4 seasons only once, but each for about 21 years. Partially due to its distance from the Sun, Uranus boasts the coldest temperatures in the solar system. These icy temperatures, dropping as low as -370 degrees Fahrenheit, are largely influenced by the planet's composition. At about 4 Earths wide, Uranus has an Earth-sized core made of iron and magnesium silicate. The remainder, approximately 80% of Uranus, is a worldwide ocean of ices made of water, ammonia, and methane, the chemical behind the planet's cool blue color. This icy composition prevents Uranus from emitting much heat compared to other planets, making the blue world the solar system's coldest. In addition to its extreme temperatures and orbit, Uranus has a dramatic orientation. While the other 7 planets spin on their axes like tops, Uranus appears to roll along its equator. The planet is tilted at a near right angle, in which polar regions point toward and away from the Sun rather than upward and downward. This tilt, thought to be the result of Uranus's collision with at least one celestial body, has also affected the orientation of Uranus's 13 rings and 27 known moons. Unlike the rings and moons of other worlds, which orbit their home planets horizontally, those of Uranus orbit in a vertical orientation along the planet's tilted equator, much like a Ferris wheel. Uranus and its many unusual features were a mystery to the ancients, and the planet was actually thought to be a star. But in the late 18th century, astronomer William Herschel discovered that the celestial object was actually a new world. The scientific community debated over what the planet should be called, and eventually chose a name suggested by astronomer Johann Elert Bode. Bode believed that, since Jupiter was the father of the gods, and Saturn was the father of Jupiter, then this new planet should be the father of Saturn, Silus. But rather than following the tradition of using names from ancient Roman religion, Bode instead opted for Silus's ancient Greek equivalent, Uranos. Uranos, the ancient Greek god of the heavens, was then Latinized to be Uranus. To this day, Uranus is still the only planet that veered from tradition with an ancient Greek namesake, a status most fitting for a planet beyond convention.
Meteors. Meteors is a piece of rock or metal that burns and glows brightly in the sky as it falls from the outer space into the Earth's atmosphere. Now let's have a look over the video.
Nearly 50 tons of space debris crash onto the Earth every day. While some debris shyly dissipate into the atmosphere, others display a spectacular light show. Meteor showers occur when the Earth's orbit intersects with the orbit of a comet. As comets travel, they leave behind trails of rocky material, oftentimes the size of pebbles or grains of sand, but sometimes as large as boulders. Every year, the Earth crosses these trails of debris, known as meteoroid streams, and the planet becomes sprinkled with rocky material. The debris then race through the Earth's atmosphere, creating friction with air particles and generating vast amounts of heat. This heat vaporizes and illuminates the debris as they fall, creating streaks of light in the sky, popularly known as shooting stars. These celestial light shows are often named after the constellation where they appear to originate as seen from Earth's surface. Meteor showers that seem to fall from the constellation Perseus are called the Perseids, and those appearing from the constellation Gemini are called the Geminids. About 30 meteor showers can be seen from Earth throughout the course of a year. And because the showers are timed with Earth's orbit, the celestial phenomena are cyclical and occur at regular intervals. For example, the Perseid meteor shower happens every August, and the Geminid meteor shower happens every December. Meteor showers have inspired awe and admiration for millennia. In Christian tradition, the Perseid meteor showers symbolize the tears of a saint, Saint Lawrence, who was executed in August of the year 258. And in the 1st century AD, the astronomer Ptolemy believed that shooting stars were a sign of the gods looking upon mortals and listening to their wishes. Inspiring everything from making wishes to reveling at the sky, meteor showers are a reminder of our place in a dynamic and beautiful cosmic ecosystem.
Neptune is the 8th and the last known planet from the Sun in the solar system. It is named after the Roman god of sea. Let's see together.
Along the dark edges of the solar system, it floats. Anchored by a star, but barely graced by its warmth, this traveler drifts alone, as deceptively calm and elusive as the deep blue sea. Neptune is the 8th planet from the Sun. At about 30 times the distance between our star and the Earth, or 30 astronomical units, Neptune is the most distant planet in our solar system. This distance creates the longest orbit of the 8 worlds, about 165 years, with the seasons lasting a little over 40 Earth years each. Being so far away from the heat and light of the Sun, Neptune is cold, dark, and icy. At its heart is a solid core about 1.5 times the size of Earth. Making up about 45% of the planet's mass, the core is made of water ice and silicate rock. The rest of the planet is believed to be a hot, pressurized ocean of water, methane, and ammonia ices surrounded by a layer of clouds. These clouds, predominantly made of hydrogen and helium, include traces of methane, which give this ocean world its rich blue color. While the clouds create a cool, calm veneer from afar, up close they are whipped around by the most severe weather in the solar system. Winds on the planet reach speeds of over 1,200 miles per hour, nearly 5 times faster than the strongest winds recorded on Earth. In fact, the winds are so powerful that they break the sound barrier. Drifting high above this windy ice giant is a quiet ecosystem of rings and satellites. 6 rings encircle the planet, with some containing ring arcs, or clusters of dust particles in a ring. Also revolving around the planet are 14 known moons, with the largest called Triton. Named after the son of the ancient Greek sea god, Triton has ice volcanoes and may even contain a subsurface ocean. Much is left to be discovered about Neptune, its rings, and its moons. Only one spacecraft, Voyager 2, has visited these cosmic bodies, but future missions to this mysterious, icy world would have even more stories to tell.